What's going on, everybody? You know what I need you to do. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what we do here. First and 10. We give you the latest stuff, recaps, live reactions. Every time we can, man. We're always here. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, guys, I want to get into a couple games here before the night's over. We can talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills, the Rams and Saints, and Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Also, we got Chargers and Atlanta. We'll dive into Philadelphia and Baltimore first. Right off the bat, I mean, it was a slower game. I didn't really see that, but assuming, Philadelphia got the number one defense coming into the league, into the game, so he kind of expected it. It took some time for Saquon Barkley to get going there, so I'll give the Ravens defense that. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia was the number one defense coming in. Ravens, they're not buttoned up. I don't know what it is, but under Harbaugh right now, it's just not working. So whatever they're failing at, I can't really tell. They're not buttoned up. Too many penalties. They lead the league in penalties right now. It doesn't. Justin Tucker's now 8 of 16 from 40 yards out or more. Barkley had 109 total yards and a touchdown. The Baltimore Ravens just aren't in rhythm. It seems to keep working because you just leave it up to Lamar Jackson to make a play, and of course it's Lamar Jackson, so he makes a play. Still puts up good numbers, but against a team like Philadelphia, it's not working right now, and I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like that new defensive coordinator is really screwing some stuff up. You see Los Angeles Chargers have that defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, and they have the best defense in the league right now. So again, if they could just get something fixed down the stretch of this year, I'd feel way better about the Baltimore Ravens. But as of right now, I do not. All right, guys, let's get into San Francisco at Buffalo. The game's currently still going on right now, but I stopped watching after it was like 38-10 or something like that. You ask a team, another warm weather team, to go into Buffalo and win a game against one of the best teams in the league, probably the best team in the league. Josh Allen is just, battling for Saquon Barkley for MVP at this point. In the snow, in the different conditions, and he just does whatever he wants. James Cook, what do you have, almost 200 yards or something? Ridiculous. Brock Purdy's not playing well. Debo is completely washed. CMC left the game early. He's probably not going to come back. This year at least. I don't think he's going to come back this year. So I don't know what to do with the Niners. They're going to be now 5-7, I think, and it's in two games and must-win games, and you lost. The Chris Collinsworth said something. They were outscored like 59-16 or something in the first half of the last 2 weeks. So playing away games, you can't play like that. It doesn't matter the climate, doesn't matter the weather. You're coached to do that. Kyle Shanahan's play calling in the last 2 games has been atrocious. Defense has been ass. Offense has been ass. Jordan Mason, he's good. He's really good, actually. I love Jordan Mason. And number 14, but that's about it. You got Brock Purdy coming into his peak, and you want him to deal with that overpaid and weak team. You're due for a rebuild at this point. In your division, you're like 1-3. There's no saving it this year. You're done for the year. I'm not sure what steps that they're going to take going forward here, but San Francisco's a done deal. Next up, we're going to get into the Los Angeles Rams traveling over to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Saints fall to 4-8 on the year. Rams beat them 21-14. Rizzi brings a good culture in New Orleans, but there's too many injuries on that team. Tyrann Mathieu left. And it's just not just this game, but they're missing three offensive linemen. It's just not a good team. But to have that not good of a team and still compete with the Rams and still beat the Falcons, teams like that, and you come away with wins, and you're still, you're half your team's gone. So shout out to the Rams on the win. But not sure what the Saints are going to do going forward. They're probably negative another $80 million in cap. So not sure what they plan on doing. But season's over once again, and Derek Carr, you're going to be paying him like $60-some million next year and the year after that. So maybe they save on the cap and get rid of Derek Carr by June next year. So not sure what they plan on doing, but Alvin Kamara is the whole fucking team at this point. Um, there's a cornerback on the Saints that plays really well. Forget his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. Lattimore's no loss. He's never played. He's battling injury for weeks and weeks in a row. Stafford is the face of the Rams at this point. Coaching is fine in New Orleans. Like I said, I like Darren Rizzi. I like if you can't go out and get a Ben Johnson, I would say stick with Darren Rizzi another year. He's well known in the building. He's great on special teams, and flat out, I mean, he brought a good culture. I mean, they're playing for him. They're playing for his job. So I like Darren Rizzi. I like the culture that he brings. I like the energy he brings. So I mean, you can tell that the coaching is great whenever you have all these injuries and you're still competing to win a game. So again, I mean, that's still that stadium is still rocking 125 plus DBs, and you're 4-7. I mean, you're not winning anything. I mean, you're still fighting. The energy's still there. That's what I mean. Like, Darren Rizzi's a good coach. I like him. He's 2-1 since becoming interim head coach, getting rid of Dennis Allen. So, like I said, shout out to the Rams. I think they're good, but just like last year, they started out slow and then they made a playoff push. But I don't think that's the case this year due to the in-division record this year. So I don't think either team's going to do anything this year. Starting off with Pittsburgh traveling to Cincinnati and taking on the Bengals. Russell Wilson threw for 414 yards, 3 touchdowns, second most in his career as yardage, at least. Burrow also had about 309 yards, 3 touchdowns. Both quarterbacks threw an interception. I mean, Russell Wilson just cooked the shit out of the Cincinnati Bengals defense. I'm not sure what the hell the Bengals are doing this year. Joe Burrow needs out of Cincinnati. You have all the pieces. I don't think firing Zach Taylor is going to do anything, but if it does, I'll go out and get Bill Belichick right now. Imagine Bill Belichick walking in with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. That is crazy. And T. Higgins, I mean, it's electric. You got to fix that fucking defense. That defense is terrible. I mean, you picked up Geno Stone. I think he led the league last year in interceptions, and I mean, nothing's improving. So I mean, Russell Wilson walked into that building and absolutely cooked that defense. Shout out to the Steelers, though. They're probably not going to get a first seed due to Buffalo and Kansas City, but if they're going to host a playoff game, I mean, they're going to win it. So, and congratulations to Mike Tomlin on 21 consecutive winning seasons. Next up, we're going to get into the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Los Angeles Chargers won 17-13 and only put up 187 total yards. So, Falcons are fucking ass. Last 3 games they have been atrocious. Cousins threw for 4 interceptions and 5 interceptions and no touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. And oh what? They're 0-2. I think it's time to move on from Kirk Cousins. One of his passes in the end zone today were just atrocious. That's like a pass you see and you're like, okay, he's washed. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you had so many time after time again to try and go down the field and win the game. So many times you're leaving points on the sidelines, leaving points here, leaving points there. And I mean, their kicker is probably the worst fucking kicker in the league. I mean, Younghoe Koo, I mean, how many times are you going to fucking miss? What did he miss? 3 times today or something? He missed last week, and he missed against the Saints like 3 times. I mean, it's a problem. Get rid of it. So Falcons, I think, are 6-6 now on the year, tied with the Bucks. Not sure. I think they beat the Bucks twice though, so I guess they're first in the division now. But I mean, hats off to Carolina too. I wanted to throw them in there as well. Almost beating the Bucks. I mean, Panthers. Watch out for the Panthers next season. That's going to be a hot take of mine throughout this offseason as the Panthers next year rallying. You see how happy Bryce Young is? What a game! Happy for Bryce Young. Unfortunate the Bucks won. I'd like to see some problems in the NFC South, as if there ain't any already. But that's it for this week. That's the reactions we're going to do as of now. Stay tuned for Tuesday, as we're going to do Top 10 Tuesday, and we're also going to do reaction video tomorrow for the Monday night game, Browns and Broncos, I think. So we're going to do a reaction tomorrow night, and we're going to do Top 10 Tuesday for Tuesday. So thanks, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned.